Hi everyone, welcome back to the Fat Lady Knits. I'm glad you have a few minutes to spend with me today. Oh my goodness, it's a wonderful day. I am so happy. The weather's getting better. It's nice outside. You can go sit outside. I am happy, and I hope you are too. This has been my normal chaotic week. Okay, first, I now actually have my whole head in the video. Yay! But now it's to keep my hands. And you see Blue right back there? She's right there. Okay? We've been having fun this week. First, as I said, the weather, and I am in heaven. I actually have a pair of glasses that I can use. And I have, for the first time, so many cast on bonnets. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 cast on bonnets. I don't think I've ever known where so many are at one time. And even this one has a mini project on it. So, yay, cast on bonnets. Well, they helped me this week because what did I really do? Let me show you. Okay, hold on. I'm the string queen. Ignore that. I made this. And I made it several times. Do I have a... Hold on. Somewhere around here I have... let's see if I can reach it. Oh. Just... It wouldn't move because I wanted it. Hey, hold on a second. Oh. Okay. Let me put this in here. And now I moved the chair. I've moved. It is what it is. By now, y'all are used to me and the things that happen when I start to record. Hold on. Yeah. This is a better view. Remember this? It used to be a tube. Okay. Well, I decided now that I have people who like stripes and I can make socks for them, I decided to do a sock for someone. And let me tell you, think of this 2 times. I had a pair, but I pulled one out. It's back on the cone, whatever you call it. Why? This is for a man. And what did I forget? The curtain's moving because you're not seeing things. It's moving because the window's open. Okay? For some reason, even though I did get it right here for men, it seems to be wide at their ankle. And if you're not careful, you can make a sock that fits them until they try to get it over their ankle. Okay? So I got that part right. What did I not get right? The ribbing at the top. It needs to be wider. Because the sock is longer than I thought, okay? And it's nice, isn't it? This is a nice pattern. And this is coming from someone who doesn't like stripes. I have to take it out and do a looser rib. So I'm going to have to make the socks all over again. I've made it 3 times. The first time, it was too short. The second time, it still wasn't long enough. The third time, it was too long, and I ran out of yarn on the second sock. But as you can see, this is nice. I have no clue. This is probably one of the opals, but I could be wrong. I buy so much sock yarn. Which reminds me, I went online and someone, who is it? I forget, is having a sale on the, oh my God, I can't remember. That's a good thing, because I'd be out buying sock yarn. Oh, what is it? It's the one that has lemon stripe, strawberry stripe, banana. Is it Premier Yarns? I shouldn't try to remember because then I'll think of a reason why I should buy it. But this is nice. And I'm sure once I get it right, it will, I'll be happy. It'll be good and I'll be happy. And since I realized I have to take it out, I tried something. Can you see that? You see these pinky, pink, pink, pink? I wanted to see what would happen if when I was Kitchenering, I used a contrasting or at least a different color yarn. I thought that would be like a nice, let me move my hand because for some reason my phone goes dark if you don't touch it after a while. So there's probably some setting in there I have to adjust. Forgive me. But as I said, I like this. So I'm going to take it out and redo it because I really want to gift this to someone. He'll be very pleased with it. But I got to get the cuff up here right. Okay? So I think this was my favorite project for the last 2 weeks. I really enjoyed working on this. Even though I've said I've done it 3 times already. The 4th time will be right, okay? I don't know if you'll see it then because I want to gift it and I'm not going to just hold on to it, okay? Now, while I was doing, what else was I? Oh, I have some other socks, but while I was doing some searching, my crafting room, you can see the floor. You can actually walk in there. You can't sit in there and work yet, but it's progress. You can see the floor. Yes, I found this and I love this. Look at this. This is very loose up here, so it looks like it has some sort of shape, whereas down here it's tighter and a totally different shape. I mean, you know, pattern. I shouldn't say shape. It's just the tube. But as you can see, depending on the tension, the pattern changes. Okay, but I really like this, but this is kind of too loose for a sock. The only thing is, I think this is only 50 grams if I'm lucky, and it's not going to make a long pair of socks for someone with I have long feet. So I'm going to have to cut it with something, which reminds me, and here's a tip. If you're going to knit a tube so you can see what the pattern is and whether you really like it, knit it in the tension that you normally would a sock, because that's the tension you're going to make the sock in anyway. Okay, because now I have this big tension at the top, which is way too big for my foot. And then even this looks too big. I probably was thinking gray and white. Actually, there's no white. It's different shades of gray. From the lightest to the darkest, I was probably thinking man. But now that I look at it, I'm like, this looks like me. Which reminds me, I've decided I'm going to make myself some socks so that when winter comes again, I will be prepared. Unlike last winter when I only had 1, 2, 3. I only had 4 pairs of socks that I made in rotation. I had to buy socks. I know, sacrilege, sacrilege. But I won't say that too loud. Okay? So, next time you see this, this should be a beautiful sock. Oh, don't you think it would look really good with red contrasting cuff, heel, and toe? What do you think? I really love this, which is so weird because I promised myself. What did I promise myself? Years ago, I worked in corporate America and I hated it. I hated it. I hated the white shirts, the red power tie, the yellow power tie, the gray tie, the gray suits. Oh, and for men and women, yuck. And I promised myself once I left there, I would not entertain gray or navy blue again. But I like this, okay? So I'm going to work with that. And I'm still looking at the sock and going, yay! Oh, I pulled it so it fell. Oh. Huh. I actually picked it up. But we know it's, if If it were not me, nothing would fall. But because it's me, something falls. That's all right. So what other sock adventure did I have today? Well, I made these two. And they come with a story about these two. Okay, let me stop. I love this. This shorty is so cute. And I love the bits and blobs of color. You can tell I dyed this myself. The same with this one. This one is much longer. I love the colors. Just all the... I decided I was going to knit some shorties for myself because for some reason I don't seem to have shorty socks. So what did I do? I knit these. I knit this one, and I knit this one. These are hung hem. You can, well, white never shows. Hung hem. And you know, a faux. They call it a faux cuff, but it's a hung hem, and you may not be able to see it. But it's as when you leave one needle, yeah, you can see that, a needle out, it's like a faux rib. And I made it, and I dyed it the palest yellow you have ever seen. Oh, let me take, I can't do two things at once, I've learned that. But I need this so I can show this to you. I dyed it the palest yellow, can you tell? And then what did I do? Yeah, you can see the undertones of the yellow. That's what I then went and I got my powders and I sprinkled some more yellow, 2 different shades of red, a shade of autumn that I love. It's between orange and brown. I didn't put any blue on it because I didn't want any green. And then I realized, well, 2 things. There wasn't enough water on the socks, so the socks wasn't wet enough for the sprinkles. At least that's what I thought. So I took my pale yellow, can barely tell it's yellow. I had all 2 different shades of red, as I said, and my autumn. And I decided, let me sprinkle it with some water so that I would get something approximating this minus the blue. Once I put the water on the sock, what happened? The red went crazy. Why? Because I put too much. It went all over the place. See, I was trying for that speckle look. Look at it. You can see where some of the red caught. You can see the undertones of yellow where it's turning orange. But this is what I have now. Nothing near this. Okay? And I did dye it myself. So now I have this speckly orange-red pair of socks. I love them anyway, though, because they're different. Okay? But listen to self. Less is more when you're dyeing. Okay? Less is more. But these will come in handy. And when winter comes, I will not be running around going, how come the sock maker has no sock? So, yeah. Okay. I did notice, even though I put speckles, I put a whole bunch of yellow, thinking it would get darker. It just got lost. The red took over, and so I have an orange, pinky red sock. And I think I even tried putting pink on it, but you can't tell. You can just see yellow and red and some orange. But that's all right. I have another pair of socks. And that's that. Okay. Now these also are faux rib. Let me show this to you. Oh, there we are. I tilted it. You can see I left a needle. Everywhere I left a needle, it has the ladder. You have the cuff here. Okay, and I like these. I think, for some reason, they make me think of delicate feminine socks. So that was great. Okay, so Now the question is, I'm afraid to diet now. I am. It's like, what will I do this time? Oh, that's all right. So, this has been my week. I hope yours was as busy or as easy as you would like it to. But I'm going to have to say goodbye now. I just finished peeling 4 bags of grapefruit, and I need to make some juice so I can have for the week. So let me thank you for coming, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.